Hello and welcome back to an episode of Bantz with Lawrencia. How are you all doing? Up you're doing great. For today's episode, I want to talk about content creator, actor, and filmmaker Mr. Macaroni. Mr. Macaroni came out recently to talk about his 500 million naira debt, literally $500 million naira. He said he was in debt and that drained him. According to him, he said in 2022, he made a financial investment that didn't work out well. And from then on, he started borrowing money to, sort out things. Because he was creating content, he is an employee of labor and he needed money to run his day-to-day life. So he said he started borrowing money, 50 million there, 50 million here, borrowing Peter to pay Paul, because some of those monies that he borrowed on interest. They were interest-based loan. So he said it got so bad that it resulted to over $500 million naira debt. He said it was so much. It drained him, and he said when all those things was going on, he wasn't financially responsible. He was still going out, helping people, giving people money. There was one thing he said that really got to me, because I've heard that so many times. He said that he was just thinking that maybe Jeff Bezos would just call him one day and say, this Mr. Macaroni, I've been seeing you in my dream, take this $1 million. So he felt that somebody was going to come and save him, just the way he was saving other people. He felt that maybe Jeff Bezos would come out and say, listen, just give this guy money. You know how I think it is because of our conditioning. Nollywood has conditioned us to think that somebody's going to save us. You're just going to be walking on the street and one of your friends that you've known years, or your secondary school mate or your primary school friend, will just stop his car and say, get into this car and take you to America, or give you, truckloads of money. So we have that mentality. We have that mentality that somebody's going to save us. We have that mentality that you might just be walking on the street and you see a bag of money and that will solve all your problem. I think that was so profound for him to have been humble enough to say that. He shared his story. He said that during this time, he was betrayed by so many people, especially somebody that he felt was very close to him. He said that this lady, he has helped her and all that. So when he reached out to her for help, and she literally announced to everybody that he was in debt. So he said that broke him, because he felt this is somebody that I consider a sister. This is somebody that I consider somebody that I can confide in. And he said that was one of the betrayals that he couldn't recover from. So he said right now that he's in a good place, and according to him, a friend gave him 450 million naira. Another friend gave him $30,000, and he's able to from there do some things and pay some of the loan. And he said he has paid down that loan. He still has some of them, but I mean it's not 500 million. So when I saw this, I was like, this is a story of so many people. I used to know somebody who was in similar situation. I mean, if you look at Macaroni, he was in the peak of his career. He made a whole lot of money. People are looking at his views on YouTube. They're thinking, okay, this guy, he's having an endorsement deal, real estate, betting companies, a whole lot of things. Like, he had an endorsement deal. So I think a lot of people are just sitting down, calculating those things and thinking, okay, this guy, he has money. So everybody's coming to him for help. And he said something that what he has learned is to say no to people. Like, no. And sometimes it appears as if you're being mean, or you don't want to help. People are not really looking for solution. They are looking for quick fix. They're just like, okay, give me money for breakfast. They're not thinking about lunch and dinner, because they know if you give them that breakfast, they're going to go look for A, B, and C to give them lunch and dinner. So that cycle continues. Sometimes tough love helps, especially when it comes to family. Somebody will ask you, oh, please, can you help me with this amount of money? when you ask them what do they need this for, they say, is it not 5,000? Well, what are you doing with 5,000? What are you doing with 5,000? But you're thinking, listen, it's not about the 5,000. What are you doing with it? Why don't you look for something that will give you 50,000 or something that will solve the problem of your asking for 5,000? People don't think ahead. People don't think far. I think it's because some people, I think, are they have this victim mentality. They are in that victim mode. And if people are in victim mode, there's nothing you can do. It's, I am a victim. This happened to me. That's happened to me. This is why I can't eat. This is why I can't do this. And they will play that card very well. If you're not able to realize that, okay, this is what they're doing, you're going to give, and you're going to give. And when you're drained, they will still be surviving. Because you at this point, you've lived, a certain kind of lifestyle. You've had certain amount of money. You've been able to, you could have grown beyond that. But because you're trying to save everybody, because you're trying to help everybody. In Macaroni's case, I think the reason why he's able to bounce back because he's acting movies, he's producing movies, he has kids. Like, he works. That guy works. Okay, he works really, really hard and he's making money. He's creating adverts, endorsements and all that. He works. So even you have to know your cash flow. So if you're spending money, if you're the generous type that you're just giving out money, if it is work, what if you lose your job? That person that you're giving money, they're going to look for somebody else to collect money from. But you at that point, you're down to zero. And sometimes pride will not even allow you to ask for help. Macaroni said that he got to a point where he needed to ask for help because he was thinking about, just ending it all. So he had to ask for help. And luckily enough, he was able to he said he had properties that he wanted to sell. And one of the person just said, listen, okay, take this amount of money. I know you need the money. He contacted somebody else and they said, okay, I know you needed money to invest. Just take this amount. So he had those people in his circle. What I am going to say is, it is good to help. I mean, help. If I am Dangote, listen, Dangote see the 5 money. So even if I am Dangote, I will still help, but I would rather teach you how to fish because I am fishing. I would never understand when I am working, doing all these things to make money, and somebody is just sitting down there thinking, okay, you've worked, you've earned the money, give me the money. That is an entitled mentality. And the mentality of, okay, I'm just going to be walking on the street and pick a bag of money, or Jeff Bezos is going to wake up one day and give me money, or that my cousin or that my sister or that my brother somewhere is going to just come back and give me money. We need to wake up from that. We need to wake up from it. The world has changed. Everybody is going through it. So the earlier you realize, you find a solution. The problem is people don't even want to go through the process. It's like, I want to travel. And you're like, okay, what do you want to do? Do you want to relocate, or do you want to just go for holidays? I want to relocate. So when I come there, I'll do anything I see. You said, okay, how about you do nursing? How about you take up some IT courses so that when you come here, it's going to be better for you? They'll be like, no, why? When I get there, I'll figure it out. This is somebody that doesn't have money to travel. So all I can say is, both the helper and the helpee, everybody needs to have sense. Everybody needs to have sense, because even if, let's say, you're getting money, you're helping people, make sure that help is not disabling them, because there are different kinds of help. There are help that you can give somebody and that person is expecting that, oh, okay, this is where I get breakfast. Whenever I call them, they're going to give me money. I'm going to eat. So why do I need to go and work? If that is the kind of help you're giving somebody, that is not help. I will not help anybody that is not willing to help themselves. That is the line that I have drawn. If you're not willing to analyze yourself to say that, okay, this is what I'm doing that has put me in this situation. What do I do to get out of this situation? What do I do? If you're just sitting down there thinking, oh, all I need is somebody, give me money. everybody give you money, that problem continues. You're not solving the problem. You have to solve the core of you have to go through that process. And I think that is where people don't want delayed gratification, because they know that if they ask somebody, they're going to get the money. If they ask this person, they're going to get money. All I can say is, instead of asking for, daily bread, ask people how to buy flour, make dough. Tell them to tell you, to teach you. It is going to be a very, very tough process, but have that, delayed gratification. That is what people need to. We all need to have that. Let me know what you think. Do you think that this will help a whole lot of people who are in similar situation find their voice or know how to go about it? Or do you think that him sharing this will people just think that, he doesn't want to help because he's literally saying that he's going to be saying no to a whole lot of people? Let me know what you think. Thank you very much for watching today's episode. Please like and share. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.